more. Obviously, fear of contamination or body image would not matter at all if you were starving to death or thirsty or running from a grizzly bear. OCD finds the perfect partner for its plan of total brain domination. Fear finds a home with your specific negative core beliefs, environmental triggers, and areas of control. So what is the cost of an inability to disengage from emotional thinking, and thus a constant fear of danger? The main reason people seek help in order to overcome OCD is due to the tremendous amount of physical and psychological damage associated with the symptoms of anxiety and worry. We suffer today more than ever in the past because of the types of issues we now focus on as so-called dangers in life. We cannot extinguish the flames of our fears since these are so abstract and translucent. And due to the fact that we don't have lower levels of motivation to focus on, we instead focus on higher levels of human motivation, like Maslow's safety needs, belongingness, and love needs, and esteem needs, which become increasingly abstract. As a side note, I don't theorize that self-actualization, the final category of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, can be hijacked by emotional thinking, or OCD like the rest of the stages. But I'll get to that later. Self-actualization is equated with values, in my opinion. The physical collateral damage of anxiety is the weakening of the immune system, gaining extra fat, memory problems, and cardiovascular issues. The psychological collateral damage is mental health problems, loss of joy and happiness, and sleeping problems. The physical effects, the psychological changes the physical body. Anxiety causes a downward spiral for human health. This is our problem of the 21st century. This is your problem. But let's solve it together. So far in this chapter, I have only spoken about things that affect all people. Okay, you're right. We are not normal people suffering from fear and anxiety. We are much worse. We have OCD. We are affected more by scary thoughts and weird feelings than most people. You would be correct if you guessed it was due to our overuse of emotional thinking when suffering from our obsessive thoughts and compulsive urges that come about due to our obsessions. We worry with the feeling of fear in our gut. We ask ourselves why we are having these thoughts and what it could mean for our future safety. Why do OCD sufferers, you, believe the lie more than most? We believe the lie because we don't feel we have a choice. I mean, we are what we think and feel, right? We should follow our instinct in crucial situations, correct? We are more affected by specific kinds of intrusive thoughts that correspond to our negative core beliefs and our core fears. Those are the intrusive thoughts that turn into obsessions. It is the strong obsessions that begin to cause the OCD sufferer to start to create compulsive behaviors that begin to control our anxiety and fear. As we see ourselves avoid things that scare us, we learn that we are weak and vulnerable as people. When you identify as vulnerable and weak, you begin to try to come up with ways, compulsions, to feel safer, to turn off the anxiety and fear response. As your brain watches you perform compulsions to control your anxiety, it learns that you are not strong enough to handle your fear and anxiety. The OCD trap is born, and you consistently and slowly